You leave a gathering. Nobody upset you. Nobody argued with you. But on the drive home, you feel completely drained. And you don't know why. You replay a conversation for hours while everyone else forgot it happened. You reread a text message 3 times, trying to figure out what changed. You walk away from people you actually like, and your battery feels empty. Not physically tired, emotionally exhausted. If that sounds familiar, keep watching. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why some people feel drained after socializing, and more importantly, what to do about it. Most people assume social exhaustion means you're introverted. That's not always true. In fact, some of the most socially exhausted people actually enjoy being around others. They just pay a hidden price afterward. Psychologist Elaine Aron studied people who feel deeply overwhelmed by social environments. She called them highly sensitive. Her research found that roughly 20% of people process emotional and sensory information much more intensely than others, not because they're weak, because their nervous systems are literally wired differently. When you're in a room with other people, your brain doesn't just hear words. It reads tone, facial expressions, energy shifts, hidden tension. I noticed the friend who suddenly got quiet, the forced laugh that sounded different, the smile that didn't reach their eyes. And here's the strange part. Your brain does all of this automatically. You're not trying to be exhausted. Your nervous system is simply doing what it learned to do, scan for emotional danger. But scanning takes energy. A lot of it. And when your brain never stops scanning, socializing becomes draining. Let me say something important. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive. And you are definitely not weak. Your nervous system learned to scan. Because somewhere along the way, emotional details mattered. Maybe you grew up in a house where moods changed suddenly. Maybe you had to read people to feel safe. Maybe you learned that noticing a fake smile early could protect you from pain. That wasn't a flaw. That was survival. And the exhausting part? Your nervous system may still be protecting you from situations that no longer exist. The problem is not your sensitivity. The problem is that the scanner never learned when to turn off. So now you walk into a room full of perfectly nice people, and your brain still behaves like something dangerous could happen at any moment. That's not your fault. It's just an old pattern running in the background, and patterns can be changed. Let me show you exactly what happens inside your nervous system during social situations. It happens in 3 quiet steps. Step 1, the trigger. You walk into a room, everything seems normal. Then someone says something small, or their voice drops slightly, or they smile, but their eyes stay flat. Your brain flags it, not as a big threat, just something to watch. Step 2, the scan. Your nervous system starts searching for more information. It replays the moment. It rechecks their faces. It wonders what they really meant. This happens in milliseconds. But it uses energy every single time. Step 3, the reaction. By the time you leave, your brain has analyzed dozens of small moments. The tone shifts, the forced laugh, the person who seemed fine, but wasn't. None of these were emergencies. But your brain treated each one as worth watching. And watching is exhausting. That's the loop. Trigger, scan, reaction. Most people spend years trapped inside this loop without ever seeing it. You just saw it. And once a pattern becomes visible, it becomes much harder for it to control. That changes everything. You don't have to stay stuck in this loop. Here is a simple tool to interrupt it. I call it the 90-second safe reset. SA.FE stands for S-Kelk, spot the scan, A-Kelk, anchor your eyes, F-Kelk, follow the breath, E-Kelk, ease the alarm, it takes 90 seconds. Step S, spot the scan. As soon as you feel social exhaustion creeping in, quietly say to yourself, my brain is scanning. That's just an old habit. Step A, anchor your eyes. Look at one thing in the room. A lamp, a window, the color of someone's shirt. Keep your eyes there for 3 seconds. This interrupts the scanning reflex. Step F, follow the breath. Breathe in for 3 seconds. Breathe out for 5 seconds. Just once. Longer exhales calm the nervous system. Step E, ease the alarm. Say this softly inside your head. I am not in danger. I am just around people. I can rest now. That's the whole protocol. Use it during social events. Use it right after. Use it anytime you feel the drain starting. The first few times it may feel strange. That's normal. Keep practicing. Over time, your brain learns a new habit. Pause, not panic. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever left a perfectly nice gathering feeling completely empty and felt guilty about it because nothing was wrong? If that's you, you are not alone. Millions of emotionally aware people experience this exact pattern. The same brain that notices emotional details so deeply is the same brain that gets tired first. That's not a weakness. That's the cost of awareness. The exhausting part isn't that you're around people. It's that your nervous system never fully leaves work mode. But awareness can also become wisdom. The goal is not to stop noticing. The goal is to notice, without letting the scan run your nervous system into the ground. You are learning to pause. That is real. If this video felt personal, the next one shows you why some brains detect danger others miss and how to recognize the childhood pattern. Subscribe to What is Psyche for more.